Hello, and welcome to another Wargame cast with me, Rangaroo. And today we have another match from the Wargame Bootcamp Discord Trained Tournament. So, on the left hand side, in the blue, we have ourselves Bane, playing as an Israeli deck. And on the right hand side, in the red, we have ourselves a Grumpy Snark, playing as a Finnish Polish deck. So two pretty powerhouse divisions. I'm pretty happy to see Israel. It's been quite a while since a long time really, since I've casted an Israeli match. But they've always been a very fun faction to see play. Of course, no longer years ago when the Maglands were complete and utter BS. But yeah, we've still got two very powerful, arguably both, well, they are DLC divisions. We're seeing up here from the north here from Grumpy Snark. He's got a pretty heavy force. He's got T-72s, mortars, a bunch of infantry, and even moving up with a recon salamander. Try and get some sneaky ATGM kills. We do have an Israeli Cobra. Just to stress out and potentially blow anyone up who comes his way. Got some lovely use of smoke to cover the infantry, but not gonna help him enough. The Cobra does not care. Thankfully, it's some AA nearby, just some 57 mils from Grumpy, which is gonna shoot that down. So very funny actually seeing a northern aggression person on this map. Usually when people fight, it's always down south in the Bravo area trying to fight over the comfort of that forest. But up north is always more of a scarier proposition, as it's out in the open, you don't have many trees to hide behind. In a battle like this, probably having the Curva tanks would definitely help out. Yes, there's a bit of a skirmish between both sides. Grumpy definitely has a bit of long range advantage here thanks to his mortar, which is slacking that position. Right, it's still dropping smoke. We also have the ATGM. Very good position, actually. Only gonna be able to pick off some cheap APCs. Still in a very good position if there's McCurva's due decide to move up a bit more. Probably not gonna happen though, as those spike MRs are almost out of ammo. This is going pretty well for Grumpy. Most of his initial forces are still alive-ish. He did lose one T-72, fortunately the second one did get out of just 1 HP, but he does have momentum onto his position, while Bane really only has the McCurvas, as well as the regular infantry, and of course the dreaded Maglands. Down south we're all seeing a little bit of a push here with some Israeli troops. But yeah, the MIA-8, yeah, backing up, I think those Shikaris will have a pretty easy time. If the MI-8 getting close to go to Pound Town. We are seeing an ATGM plane coming and going. The McCurva does knock out Run. Macbeth is a little bit late to the party. Ain't going to be able to help out that much. The Maglan in a very sneaky position here. And those stealth ATGM missiles off. You have mortars from Bane's position, just to try and cover that McCurva. He retreats, and I say so every bloody Wargame cast, but I goddamn love the use of smoke from pretty much all the players I've seen play. Everyone knows how to use goddamn smoke in this game, it's fantastic. There's so much you can do with smoke, and as you see, just one mortar piece can really make all the difference in a battle. And I'm not even shooting high explosives. We're now seeing the Su-22 come around once again. He smells a McCurva somewhere in the area. Goes in, gets the kill. Actually kills the Macbeth as well. Holy moly. That's a pretty valuable attack run there from the Su-22. And this is going to open up Foxtrot really for Grumpy to make a push in. He has a crap ton of Jakari, a whole platoon's worth. I don't think he realizes just how empty it is. Yeah, his push is really relying on that Jakari's, but we do have a T-55 blast in array. I think that's a T-55. Oh, cool. That was a... Yeah, it is. Bloody hell, I'm trying to get an angle on it. Yeah, it is. I do remember my Israeli to Soviet naming conventions. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that Grumpy couldn't really exploit his puts as much as he could have. I mean, the Jakaris are slowly moving up, but now Bane is getting some infantry reinforcements into the area. Only some infantry, which isn't too bad. He still has a T-72 rogue here, which does need a good R&R. Is going to receive. And down south, things are just pretty steady. All the skirmishing, all the boom booms. That sounds a bit silly, but all the explosive action is happening up north. Curries are finally getting into a good position to engage. Well, maybe not that good now I look about it. There's a bunch of Israeli machine guns which would like to say hello. Salamander responded in kind, but missing his ATGMs. Yeah, the main thing is Bane is still holding on to the majority of Foxtrot. Just as long as he holds on to his major forest here, he should be fine. Once you lose that forest is where things start to get pretty dicey in the area, as it just becomes a 50-50 split across no man's land here. He's starting to take some heavy casualties. He has nothing in the area to deal with the Rilk. All he has is some high explosive mortars. He's bringing in a CV to try and capture Foxtrot. He still has a good position on Goth at least. It's kind of hard to maneuver from Goth from this area, especially considering once the enemy captures this forest here. But it's something, and he is going to reposition his Magland into a sneaky ATGM spot. Actually snipes mortar piece here, so pretty good kill. Gonna delay any smoke play here. Well, he still has another mortar nearby. The Barak is gonna escape the mixed missiles, but the Kurnas is gonna respond in kind. One thing I do like about the Israeli faction is they got some pretty funny names. Like it's not many like T model numbers. It's just, what are we gonna call this tank? A Turan, cool. Helicopter, an Afa, plane, Barak. Nice, proper names rather than just numbers and letters. Yeah, it's just pretty much light skirmishing from both sides. I'm just speeding through. So not much is really happening. Except for down south, this is where the action is, it seems, as Bane is pushing through with his infantry. He does have the lovely Israeli APCs to give him fire support. Finns are trying to hold on, but it's just not enough. We are seeing some quick reinforcements being brought in here, and a T-72 command tank to really secure the objective. Which he needs to do, as Bane is getting that slow plus run thanks to that Foxtrot capture. Oh, the Magland, look at him. Only has one missile left, and that isn't gonna matter anymore, as that T-72 blew him out the sky, or as a rogue. It was one of the T-72s. Bernas coming in, dropping in the bombs. And really does not do that much damage. It's no F-117 Nighthawk. Naroviat's this man to get into the town here. Should be able to clear off that one Panzer Jakari left in there. Literally one guy, and now 0 guys. Grumpy still has a pretty good defensive position with his APCs, as long as they don't get shot at by smalls. Detrimental to the health, I think. Yeah, pretty heavy use of air power so far from Bane in general. But Grumpy does get a very good intercept here to make 29. Only needs 2 missiles to hit. Even getting it with the elite choice as well. Oh, he's gonna pay for it. Right? No, he did get out. This is definitely rough roll on that MiG-29. As you see, he brings it out, just shoots off the 2 missiles and then get off. His entire job, as you can see, is just to deliver 2 missiles. And when you have elite status, you're not gonna miss those missiles. You see, by being elite status, the computer in the airplane actually gets smarter. Just for you guys' knowledge. Yeah, it's pretty neck or neck really, as we're seeing Bane push heavy into Alpha, or Grumpy doing the same thing in Foxtrot. It's really going to come down to you can get some more CVs out. We're seeing some more bombing runs from... just some more airplay, I should say, not really too much bombing runs. Trying to scour the area for any targets. I'm wondering when the next major offensive is going to be. We are seeing a bit of a skirmish here from Bane, just moving up some infantry and APCs, but not really going to be enough to take a position. There's a nasty ATGM squad up north, and tanks all over the... well, a tank all over the place. I did believe the T-72M1 did get slacked. A pretty big kill. That's an expensive tank. You can't be affording to lose expensive tanks in 1v1s. You don't get many of them. What was he doing here with the hammer? Yep, that's what you get for charging in willy-nilly. We are going to be seeing a CV being actually brought onto Foxtrot. Is it going to be Foxtrot or is it going to be Gove? It seems like it's going to be Foxtrot. Or maybe he's just going to go and hang out by the river. I would too. Yes, this late skirmishing over Alpha here. Grumpy has managed to get a pretty secure position, kicking out a lot of the Israelis from there. We're just seeing a huge amount of air power play. The barracks aren't coming in. I believe he did manage to snipe a single supply truck. Poor bloke. Yeah, the CV has managed to neutralize Foxtrot, giving Grumpy a nice +1 point advantage. I guess arguably it's safer on Foxtrot. He has more surround in the area. Really in Gulf, he could put it here safely, or maybe here, but he doesn't really know what's in this forest. He wants a bit more cover. We are seeing some more infantry skirmishes across the forest. And as much Finns do like fighting in forests, they don't really like getting hit by mortars. Slow down their counter-attack, but he has many more Jakaris up his sleeve, and also a lot of anti-air, because by God, he kind of needs it. Will the 2 ROMs get the kill? Well, they get a good hit, but not a killing blow. The XAs with the Bushmaster cannons are going to be a pretty deadly threat. It's looking pretty good for Grumpy. He is getting that +1 point advantage. He's in the lead by quite a bit. Once again, trying to do the MiG-29 snipe, but not to much effect. We are seeing a CB being capped onto Bravo here, so now Grumpy may run a return in kind on Goaf. It is only 20 minutes or so, 19 minutes to be more precise, left in this match. Grumpy has a pretty good point lead. Not enough to really rest on your laurels, but it could be much worse for him. Salamander in its ATGM position, not going to hit any of those missiles, which is a little bit embarrassing. As the Zeldas just slowly chug along. They're going to run into some cities, and there we go, the rockets coming in. Yeah, very ballsy maneuvers here from Bane. I understand what he's trying to do, but this is real heart of enemy territory here. Just kind of throwing array infantry. Is he going for the CV snipe? He gets the CV snipe. That's going to give Bane a nice plus 1 point advantage. And that's really going to kick Grumpy Snark into buying the CV and the Gove to neutralize the point. May want to try and invest in a tank CV. I think he's used up all his tank CVs. Now that I think about it. No, he has 3, and he only has like 2 on the field so far, so it's definitely be his best bet. But he's just bringing out the Gaz instead. I think he's gonna capture that in Alpha and then move this to Goaf. That's what seems to be the case, which is a smart move. He is trying to push into Bravo, but not too much effect here. Brak coming in, sniping the Hawk. Once again, MiG-29 tries to get the missile hits, misses. But Grumpy still has a pretty good defensive position on Foxtrot. Main thing is having that rock and also the AA. We're just seeing a lot of air power here from Bane. I think he's trying to come in to get the ATGM here on the rogue, but just going to be exposing himself to AA fire. Fortunately, those ROMs are pretty low in ammunition. I think the Barak is he going to try and take out the SU-22? He only has 2 Playfons. Good rocket hits overall. And we are just trying to see a CV sniper on the hotel, and that's a really good CV sniper. Yeah. That's going to be giving the Bane a +3 advantage briefly. And that's because, what was he using here to snipe? I can find... Oh, he's using the MAR 290 of its 4 bloody big ones. Look at the size of those things, man. Not the most accurate in the road, but by God, with 15 high explosive power, you don't really have to be all that accurate. And then just the CV advantage for Bane is huge now. We are seeing a replacement CV being brought into Hotel, and the T-72 CV is actually going to be bringing it onto Bravo of all places. Bit of a riskier maneuver, I'd say. He really just needs to capture what the hell he can right now. Bane is going to capture the Gove point. This is a pretty good position for the Gove CV. I mean, it's pretty obvious where it is, but if you're trying to do the game of CV sniping, it's not just one thin strip of forest, it's like playing Battleship at this point. Yeah, it's actually really not looking good for Grumpy Shark anymore. He is down in the lead. He has to make some sort of offensive... Well, really needs to get CVs more than anything. He needs to try and neutralise Golf and Foxtrot. I think if he can neutralise and capture the points, he might just have enough time to catch up point rise on just a +1. But you'd need to act now, and already at T72 is taking some pretty heavy barraging. Well, the MiG-29 does go down now. Israeli air power is pretty strong. Bane's making his push with the infantry, gets the CV kill, and I think that's pretty much gonna be it for Grumpy's arc. I think he must be running low on CVs due to how many has been bloody sniped. This here is going to give Bane a very lovely +2 point advantage, more importantly, which is really going to give him a very important lead this late into the match. And all to make Bane in the perfect position to try and kill a helicopter or two. If it just moves up a little bit more, it could snipe another one. There we go. Well, Macbeth does get sniped by SU-22, poor guy. Being destroyed by the one thing he was sure to destroy. But I guess the Macbeth isn't the best anti-plane AA. More for anti-helicopter. But you can shoot down a plane if you really try. Just don't miss. And it's kind of hard to miss with a minigun. We are seeing many CVs being brought out from Grumpy. He's trying to capture Golf. Well, he does capture Golf. Neutralize it at least. And now he needs to get the second one on the Foxtrot, but I don't think that's going to happen. Bane only has a few infantry on there, but Grumpy doesn't really have much of his own infantry really to secure the point. We are seeing some rocket artillery play with the RAK-91, trying to snipe the enemy CV. You can play at game. But like I said, it's kind of like a game of Battleship. And bringing an MLRS to a game of Battleship is definitely a smart move. But this little APC is a bit tougher than that. Oh, we're seeing the snipe on the Foxtrot once again. It's a pretty obvious position where CV is going to be on Foxtrot, so wouldn't be surprised if this goes down, but the MR290s just didn't get the killing blow. There we go, the CV does go down on Gopher. Oh no, it got retreated, my bad. But that's good for Grumpy, he's now getting that nice plus run, but at his point, he's gonna need a +2. That's gonna come down to Bravo, really. Like, Grumpy could bring us back, I believe, if he gets a +2 point advantage. But he has to hold on to his little section of Golf and his little section of Bravo for dear life. Also hoping to God a Hotel or Foxtrot don't get CV sniped. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a pretty tough uphill battle for him. Bane just has to get this guy 500 meters over here, and he's pretty much got the game in the bag. He just needs some guys to help him move 500 meters. It's a pretty tough 500 meters. Rocket's going to ward off any Israeli intruders. There he goes. CV does get brought to Bravo. Pretty much any and all infantry, and as well as recon tanks being slapped in. He's so close to his enemy CV, he could get the kill, but I just don't think he has line on sight. Because if he can knock out the Bravo one, that would really secure the deal here. Yeah, things are getting really tight, holy crap. I really thought Grumpy is completely out of it, but he's slapping back hard. He gets the CV kill on Goth for what used to be on Goth. That's really gonna buy him some time. And he gets the CV snipe on Bravo. Well, not really even a snipe, it's a pretty close range kill, but nonetheless. Plus 3 points advantage over the Grumpy now. He just needs to hold on to it for a little bit, and he should be in the clear. He does have a good amount of infantry in Bravo here. Bane, not so much. He does have 2 McCurvers. And they are pretty nasty McCurvers, don't get me wrong. Not really do too much by themselves. See, they're having a hell of a time trying to blow up at MI8. Just its 50 cows. As he's dancing to avoid all those bullets. Yeah, down he goes. It never gets old seeing helicopters fall out of the sky and blow up, even from such a short height. Like, even, like, what, this game came out 2014? 6 years later, this game is still really good looking. Don't tell the people in Steel Division this, but I actually think this game looks better on ST2. Yeah, Grumpy, I mean, he only has the +2 now because his CV did get sniped in Bravo, but that's not bad. He's catching up to Bane. He's really catching up to Bane. Bane, I don't know, doesn't really seem to have much momentum left. He has air power. He does have CV snipers in the back. I think it's going to come down to whether these MAR-290s can get a lucky hit on Hotel. It's coming down to the Raya. Just seen a crazy helicopter burst here from Grumpy. A little bit ballsy. Gonna have to expose his command CV. Oh no! Why wasn't they not on hold fire? The classic mistake. Now's not the time to fire Uzis. Now's the time to hide. Brax is coming in, trying to get those helicopters out of the sky. And here he comes. This is going to be clutch or kick. I guess he's thinking it's a command infantry over here, and then a command CV over here. It looks like it's going to be a kick from me. Yeah, that's a pretty big kick. Yeah, +4, what the hell happened? Oh, he did kill the Charlie CV. Okay, that pretty much wins you the match. Yeah, the crazy helicopter push. I mean, an MI8 with 23 mils is all you need, I guess. And there we go, Grumpy getting the victory. And a 1200 point advantage over Bane. And that was pretty tight towards the end, all things considering. I was not expecting that. But just, you know, some good CV play. I mean, really, when you get to the last 10 minutes or so of the match, you just have to throw in everything, including the kitchen sink, if you do have it. And it worked out for Grumpy. He got into a position, he made his maneuvers, and got the victory. A very, very good job to Bane. He was hitting pretty hard, but he just lost momentum towards the end. But yeah. Really good match from both sides. It's all I really have to say on this. Well, once again, I've been loving these Wargame casts. There's been some real quality matches from this tournament, which is great. The quality of the players so far have been phenomenal. And well, I'm gonna leave it off at yeah. This has been another Rangru Wargame cast. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as usual, please just take it easy.